change it to this, whatever it is.
Feathery hair.
Honey, you know that looked horrible on you. I can't believe you wanted your hair cut that way.
Yeah. Well, anyways, can you tell us a story about three fairies and a sweet little girl? Yeah, I've always wanted to hear a fairy tale about fairies. Yeah. Because what's the point of a fairy tale without fairies? Yeah. Because it has it in its name. Fairy tale. Fairy tale.
Mm-hmm. Well, kids, you are in luck, because I have a story for you.
Really? Really? What story? What's it called? What's it called?
This story is called The Three Fairies.
Yay! It's what I was looking for. I can't wait to hear the story.
Well, you ready to hear, kids?
Yeah!
Okay, roll. Once upon a time, there lived an evil stepmother
I'm the evil stepmother.
and a beautiful handmaid.
I'm the handmaid.
The handmaid worked so hard by the horses and the chickens, but the evil stepmother complained that she wasn't doing enough work.
You're not doing enough. I give you a beautiful home and you say nothing for it. Thank you.
And she said,
You just think you sit around and do everything and I have to do all the work.
but that was not true. Truly, she was the one who was just sitting around, and the beautiful handmaid was doing all the work. While the beautiful handmaid was doing her work, the evil stepmother went over to give her more work because she felt like they weren't doing enough. So, she brought some feathers over to the handmaid. The evil stepmother brought over the flowers to the beautiful handmaid and said,
You need to sort all of these feathers. If you don't do them before sunset, you will get a big punishment. So you better sort those feathers.
The evil stepmother went over to the next nearby area to see what the next task would be.
Oh, what should I do?
Said the beautiful handmaid.
There are so many feathers to sort. I don't know if I can do them all.
Out of nowhere, a fairy came and landed right in front of the beautiful handmaid.
I will sort all of these feathers for you,
Said the magical fairy.
You don't need to worry. You just go rest and sleep. I will sort them for you.
And so the beautiful handmaid went to sleep to rest while the fairy was at work. And she finished, and she disappeared into the night. She awoke the beautiful handmaiden. She was so surprised to see all of the feathers sorted out.
Wow, she said, I need to thank that fairy.
But all she could see was her stepmother. The evil stepmother never thought she would complete the task and was thinking of a way to punish her. But when she saw the feathers all sorted, she was astonished. But she still found an excuse.
What took you so long to sort all the feathers? Ha! I must think of another task for her to do.
Wow, this stepmother is really mean. Yeah, I wonder why she was so mean. Oh, the feathers on your head look familiar.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. These are the same feathers that the lady had and the princess gave it to me. Well, my wife actually, and she put it on my head. Yeah, so let's keep going on with the story. The evil stepmother took the beautiful handmaid to the pond, where she then thought of her next task to do. The stepmother said,
You will have to take this spoon and you have to pick every little drop of water and put it out of the pond so the pond is empty. If you do not do this by sunset, you will be punished. The beautiful handmaid girl said, How am I supposed to do it with holes in this spoon? The evil stepmother said,
"Oh, you have so many complaints."
and she went off to sit by the fire in her house. The beautiful handmaid cried in the water and made it even worse. Whatever shall I do? Then out of nowhere, a fairy popped out behind a lemon tree. Well, who are you? Said the beautiful handmaid. I am another fairy, and I have come to help you. I will help you scoop out every little bit of water in this pond. Now, if you would go sit over by that lemon tree and rest, would you? Now, leave me to my work. And so the beautiful handmaid went over to the lemon tree to rest her sweet little head. And poof! Started disappearing one by one. Soon there was nothing left of the pond. Then the second fairy disappeared. And she disappeared into the night. Soon the beautiful handmaid awoke and was surprised to see that the pond that was filled was now empty. She thought to herself, I must thank the fairy for doing this for me. But she could not see anything but her evil stepmother coming towards her. Stepmother was coming over to see what punishment she should give her because she didn't do it. But then she was so surprised to see that the pond was empty. How can this be? You took too long. And she thought to herself, I need to think of a harder task to do, and it will be the last of them all.
Wow, I wonder what the third task is going to be. I know, and it's going to be the most terrible of all. I hope another fairy shows up. But wait, it said there's 3 fairies in the stories, and there's 3 tasks. And there's been only 2 fairies, but then there's another one, so there's the third fairy comes up next. With the third task.
Oh, yes, it is right. So, let's get started with the next one. I need to fix my hair. Again. Honey, I really want to change my hair.
You will not change your hair no matter what you say.
Oh, that woman is so difficult. Now, let's keep going with our real story. The evil stepmother took her beautiful handmaiden to the place of rocks. There she ordered her handmaid to make a beautiful castle for her. And as always, if she did not by sunset, she would be fiercely punished. And then the evil stepmother walked off. Beautiful handmaiden said, Whatever shall I do? How can I build with all of these rocks a beautiful castle? And then out of nowhere, where a beautiful fairy came to her.
Oh my goodness. Now, dearie, said the fairy. You should be quiet and go rest over there. Let me build this beautiful castle for you. And so she set off to work. And then the maiden went over and laid on a rock where she rested. With a cloud in the air, she moved some rocks at a time. Moved the rocks. She built a beautiful castle. And poof, and she disappeared into the night. Soon, the beautiful handmaiden awoke from her great dream. Astonished, she found to see a beautiful castle. She turned around to say thank you to her fairy, but she was nowhere in sight. All she could see was her evil stepmother walking towards her. The evil stepmother was so astonished, she just ran away into the forest. There, she lost her way and is there still to this day, never to be seen again. And as if by magic, she turned into this and became a beautiful maiden and went to her castle to live in. One magic, servants came out of nowhere and started helping this beautiful princess. Hello and welcome to the very first StoryBear commercial break. Today we will be talking about how to keep pets away from
plants, and animals.
Commercial. If your dogs are getting into your flower beds, please, I'd suggest you go and you shoo your dog away.
Get away from my flowers. No, shoo, get away.
This is what I do.
Now pause.
That's the end of our commercial break and hope you enjoyed. Now let's get back to the real story.
The once pretty maiden was now the most prettiest maiden in all of the land. All of the fair princesses and princes all came to see this beautiful maiden. But one in particular came up to her. And then there, the beautiful maiden came to the prince. So, what is it that you need, fair prince?
Will you marry me? And so it was true. The beautiful maiden and the prince became married, and they lived happily ever after. The end.
Wow, I never knew fairies could do so much. I'm so glad they lived happily ever after. And I'm glad this one was long because the Jack and the Beanstalk one wasn't so long. It was very short. Yeah, I think that was one of my least favorites, but it was still good. And I am just so happy that we finally had a StoryBear tale after so long. But, oh, StoryBear, didn't you say something about the special surprise?
Well, yes, I do. Well, why don't you come out, Brownie?
Brownie! Yay, Brownie! So you got a new dog?
Yep, I did.
He's so cute. I mean, I could just hug him forever. Puppy love. I love puppy love. Well, it's time for the ending theme song. That's the end of story time with Brownie.
Thank you for watching the StoryBear Tales. Make sure to like and subscribe this video. Bye.